You business today. Look what you did.
Making his way to the ring from Riverside, California, weighing in at 247 pounds, Daddy Loco the Dog.
A big fight feel inside the arena right now for this steel cage match.
And keep in mind that that cage is not just here to keep these two inside the ring. As we've seen countless times in the past, it can also be used as a cold and incredibly unforgiving weapon.
And his opponent, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 188 pounds,
I have it just set for
Kenny
chat,
Bell.
but not all audio.
As we look at this steel surround the ring, Corey, what are your thoughts heading in here?
There is nothing more barbaric than this, Cole.
Those
It's like we have a
headphones
couple
that I
of
have,
caged
the big
animals locked up inside that steel.
The one with the earpiece right here? Oh no, those. For the studio. Those work real good. Milo, you better not bite me. You bit me last night. I don't know if I kicked. I do. Everyone does.
And there's the bell, and here we go. This is the type of battle that you can show someone who's new to our brand of entertainment and say, this is what WWE's all about.
For generations, the steel cage match has been considered one of the most ruthless matches of all time.
Oh, clothesline! You gotta believe this one's over.
The best way to describe combatants clashing inside a steel cage is its battle of attrition.
Sometimes a superstar is left with no choice but to fight fire with fire and do whatever they need to do in order to win the match. And sometimes it comes down to a superstar doing whatever they need to do in order to survive.
Beautiful technique. The shoulders are down. Not much behind that pin attempt.
Nah, not yet. Too early.
Byron, you touched on this earlier, but it's so important for a superstar to accept that there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in a steel cage match. That the conflict will be resolved within the 15-foot-high steel walls that surround the ring. And that losing a cage match can mean much more than a mark in the lost column. For some, it has meant the end of their career.
It's difficult to describe the damage that can be done to a superstar who competes in a steel cage match. We see the physical harm, but we don't see the psychological effects from being inside the cage. Make no mistake about it, Michael. The steel cage truly represents survival of the fittest.
The WWE Universe has seen the evolution of the steel cage in the enclosure known today as Hell in a Cell. The first time an enclosed cage was seen was in October of 1983 in the last Battle of Atlanta. The enclosed cage was seen a few years later in the War Games match from the NWA. There were even cages stacked on top of each other like WCW's Tower of Doom. Oh boy, he is rolling.
A big punch. Ouch.
I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael.
Byron, we talk about the progression of steel cage matches and the type of structures that have been spawned from them. I need to point out that some cages have been electrified. One was made from bamboo in the form of a Punjabi prison match. And of course, the elimination chamber with glass pods and steel doors.
And today we have the Asylum match, where weapons are on top of the cage. Just goes to show you that times may change, but the objective to destroy an opponent remains the same. There's still no better way to settle a score than to do battle with your adversary inside a steel cage.
Boom, what impact! Reverses that one. Now that got those shoulders on the mat. Didn't have to dig very deep to kick out of that one.
Nice kick out.
Here we go.
Oof. Oh, it's over.
Digging deep for a kick out.
Not yet.
Thanks for tuning in. We're coming to you.
This may very well be it. You're not going to win any matches that easily.
Yeah, it's going to take more than that.
According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors Jack Bloomfield and Count Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring surrounded by chicken wire. At first, these types of matches were referred to as fence matches.
Harsh impact.
Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s to the mid-1980s, chain link fences were used to enclose the ring for WWE steel cage matches. A superstar could win by pinfall, submission, or by exit. Here we go a second time.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
This might be it.
Oh my, this could be it.
We got a cover. Digging deep for a kick out.
Not yet. Too early.
We're seeing two outstanding athletes looking to prove their dominance in there, but only one can walk out victorious. Who will it?
Here's the cover. And an early kick out.
How in the world?
And it's reversed.
Oh, that's how you put an exclamation point on.
Shoulders down, is it enough?
This singles match has come to an end. Wow.
Oh my God. I'm just a bit cheap. I don't know what the fuck happened. I was pushing that one for no reason.